As any trail builder would know, it's pretty rare to get an opportunity to build exactly what you want and something that really pushes both your riding and building. This project's been one that's been going around in my head for years and years and years, so finally getting the opportunity to put something out there that truly depicts what I'm capable of is like one of the best feelings ever. One. Hello. Can anybody hear me? When you've got a project like this in your head, you've definitely got ideas of what you want to build and how it's going to look, but until you actually have a block of land or a space to create, you never know what you're going to be able to come up with. We got lucky with this block of land that it was owned by someone in the local riding community and somebody that was happy to push the progression of building big jumps. As a trail builder myself, it's pretty rare to get opportunities to build something of this scale. And you would usually assume that when you build something of this scale, it's going to be accompanied by a massive team of dudes to help you. I did get lucky and have some friends that donated a bit of time to swing off the shovels or drive the smaller machines to help shape things up a bit quicker, but largely the project was taken on by myself. We used some massive diggers to build big jumps, and quite frankly, without the machinery the size that we had, there was no way you were going to build the features as big as what we did. By the time we started construction, it was the middle of autumn in Tassie, which is quite a wet time of the year. So trying to find those weather windows for the build was a little bit challenging, and then once the build was complete, we had the challenges of trying to find the weather windows to actually complete the riding portion of the video. The weather's been testing my patience. We were supposed to start shooting properly today, but it's turned into a bit of a final finish day and hopefully test some jumps before we start filming tomorrow, which is, I don't know, not the timeline we were aiming for, but it's the timeline we got. It's going to start raining again on Sunday, and who knows when the next sunny day we're going to have is, so she's all systems go. When it came to building these jumps and intentionally building something that was going to push myself and scare myself, it was a great idea on paper, and it was even a great idea while we were building it. Managing to get the trail built in time was a massive relief, but when it came time to actually stand on pedals and start testing these features, the reality of how scary and dangerous these jumps were kind of slapped me in the face a little bit.
It's only bloody from here to there, so it's not even that far. It shouldn't be scary.
A lot of people will probably overlook the fact that when they're out riding their local trails, the trail builders had to build that and have it work perfect first go, because usually there's no time for coming back and fixing things when you've got to move on to the next project. This project for me was much the same, except with much higher consequences if things didn't work. When it came to testing the step up, it was the biggest jump in the line and the one that I'd hoped would give you the most airtime. It took us 2 afternoons of me doing run-ins, and on the first day I did enough run-ins and pulled out that I just totally psyched myself out of doing it. It was probably one of the biggest mental challenges that I've ever had to go through as a builder and as a rider. When I came back the next day, I knew that we had to drop the hammer, and I managed to psych myself up and get myself over the jump for the first time after a few run-ins, and that was probably one of the best feelings that I've ever had when I landed on the other side and rolled away and felt that the jump worked pretty much as I expected.
Oh, I'm not even excited, I'm just like relieved.
And that was the one thing I held to you. Day after day, year after year.
After around about a month of building and testing and rebuilding and retesting, I was happy with how the jumps rode, and it was time to get stuck into the filming of the project, but that was another whole challenge that laid ahead of us. with some weather challenges and a few other little things, we finally got the project done, and to stand back and look at it now, I'm pretty stoked on how it turned out. It is pretty crazy to think about the amount of effort that goes into projects of this size, and it's a process that I'm keen to be a part of and one that I really enjoy, and I'm pretty thankful to have been given this opportunity. I'm really keen to get some feedback on the project, so if you haven't had a chance to have a watch, go find the main video, Notion, and let us know what you think.